One of the challenges facing the industry today is how to improve diversity. We clearly need to find ways to get more women interested in technology. My guest on the show shares her experience and what we can do to increase the number of women in the sector. That's on the interview segment. For now, we'll kick off the show with some tech news and updates. I am Chukwemeka Agbata, and this is Tech Trends.
To master a new technology, you have to play with it.
At this autonomous robot competition, students in upper primary and secondary schools are being informed on the relevance of STEM, that's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
No, take it back. Like this.
From programming code to building the structure of robots, the students team up, were challenged to build and program robots to compete in junior and senior categories. With golf ball as the competition theme, the students are encouraged to improve their intellectual capacity in science and technology. For the organizer, robotics is a fun and engaging way to prepare children for the job force of the future, which is not yet in existence.
The world is now run by what is called STEM: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. In my days, we used to do biology, physics, individual subjects, but it's now been intentionally integrated, and that is what is driving the world today. Robotics happens to be the major thing that can deliver STEM. On when you carry these children in their phone format, you can get a lot of things into them. I mean, a child would prefer to ride his bicycle than go do homework. So, can you gamify their experience? So robotics runs in that area and brings in a lot of the scientific concepts and knowledges. I used to know some concepts in sciences which I could not put my head around. But this day you could now break it down in front of the children and they see the robots acting out a concept and it sticks. That is the purpose where this is now entering into the children.
Robotics is very, very engaging. There are a lot of things that children learn when they engage in robotics. They learn one of the things they learn is teamwork, because as they are assembling and building their robots, it cannot be done by one person. It has to be a teamwork, and they have to learn how to do division of labor, how to assign tasks. They also learn leadership skills, how to take the lead on, okay, this is my responsibility, I'm the one that's supposed to develop the code for this. And apart from that, they also derive what we call the skills for the future, because even this future that we're talking about is already here. The robotics age is here already. The robotics and the digital age is here. We are talking about digital economy every now and then. That is what it's all about. Learning how to write codes and develop programs, and also learning how to interface with these systems that they find around them. And also, robotics also helps to bring alive what they learn in the classroom. It brings it alive. So, yeah, their teacher is probably teaching them about Newton's laws of motion. They get to experience it live when they engage in robotics.
Students can achieve amazing things with coding. It's not just about creating an app, developing a phenomenal website, or even programming a house. Now they can program robots and make their parents feel they're living in a futuristic era. Regardless of the background of the student learning how to program a virtual or real robot, the skills they can receive from this are limitless. Teamwork, critical thinking, creative thinking, lots of problem-solving skills, and a big quote of algorithmic computational thinking.
We've learned that robots can be applied in so many different ways. We also learned that motors have different speeds, and the speeds can even reach negative if we want. And we've learned about a few different new softwares like We Code and We Make. we use these softwares to program our robots. We learned about wireless connections and wired connections, and most of all, we learned the attributes of teamwork with one another. We have to cooperate with one another.
I just want to talk about the robot we made today. It's called a golf putter. So now, normally, golf is a very hard sport because to hit the ball into the hole is difficult. You may hit it too hard and it may go over, or a little and it might not enter. So this is going to help us to measure the speed and the power used in hitting the ball into the hole. So now this is just one of its kind. We can make more advanced ones, which will help in more purposes, even for different sports. And the best part is that this is not so big, it's little and it's affordable.
When we start with helpful kits like this, I believe in future things like that won't be hard, because knowing things from now, like they say, experience is the best teacher. So knowing things from now will help me know things more in the future. So when I couple things like this, it makes me happy. Then I feel like, okay, I believe I'm going somewhere.
In today's technology-driven world, it's important now more than ever to prepare students for the future. Teaching robotics to young students throughout their schooling can increase their ability to be creative and innovative thinkers and more productive members of society. As robots are rising in popularity, it's believed that a number of repetitive tasks will be taken over by automation in the nearest future. This makes it imperative to prepare the next generation on how to position themselves so they can properly take advantage of this emerging technology.